By God's grace, we're still here. This is week 11 of the lockdown series. So, welcome to my Church of the Leg. Welcome to African Dance for Everyone. And this is an exercise program that's just going to keep you fit. All you need to do is once a week this, and you'll be good. It's a warm-up for professionals. It's introduction to African dance for beginners. It's if you have a problem, an orthopedic problem, a healing problem, whatever, we can help you with that. We're going to delve into the deep science of the Congolese dance, and we've got a few other exercises, input from other parts of the world. So I call it my global warm-up and some African steps to go along with it. And I try and make the steps different each week. The exercises are always the same because they're very specifically designed to start out very simple and work our way through the whole body. Respect to the traditional owners of the land where I'm standing, the Ghana people. And they danced, of course, but they still dance. Very happy to say that. Teddy, here we go. Okay, there's the dogs with us. And respect to my teachers. And I'm going to mention their names as we go along. I want to make sure that I do that. I didn't do it very well last week, so I'm going to try and really get on to that. Okay, so ready to start, everybody. You don't need a whole lot of room. Just enough to stretch your arms out, just enough to walk up and down a few paces. It's designed for a small space. So, very happy to be here, very happy to still be in one piece. Praise be to God, Jah, Jehovah, Allah, Hu, Jah, hallelujah. All right, so, as we always do, starting out with your feet together, touching, make sure they're touching. And let's go. Pressing your ankles together, press your knees together, lifting the arms, press the palms together, stretching straight up the center line. The center line's where the two sides of the body meet, in the middle. Stretching up, looking straight ahead, arms by your ears. Keep on stretching up, keep on stretching up, keep on stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching, big stretch, keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. And come back down. This is a Congolese exercise, let me assure you. All right, I like to do everything twice, so here we go, second time around. Pressing your ankles together, press your knees together, lifting the arms, press the palms together, stretching straight up your center line, feet pressing down and everything else goes up. Stretching up, stretching up. It's a little bit looser this time. You're going a little bit further. Keep stretching, you can feel that. That's the warm-up starting. Keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching, and come back down. All right, good. Now, next thing we want parallel feet, so that's the width of one of your feet in between, toes pointing straight ahead, parallel feet, parallel legs, two parallel arms, looking up there. Now reach up that side, reaching for something just out of reach up there. Change and reach for that thing on the other side, reaching up all the way, reaching up. Change to the other side, reaching up, pulling all the bits into one line. Change and reach up, pulling all the bits into one line. Change to the other side, big stretch up, lengthening that line. Change and reach up, lengthening the line. Change and reach up, lengthening the line that's connecting floor to fingertips. Reaching up, lengthening the line that's connecting floor to fingertips. Bring your head center, arms come down, and let's have the knees, knees, knees. Shoulder, 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 head, head, head. All right, sideways, it's this. Knees, knees, knees. Keep them going. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Keep them going. Head, head, head. Keep it going. All right, so let's do that one over again. So we've got parallel feet, parallel legs, parallel arms, looking up there, Big stretch up that side, reaching up. Change to the other side, use your imagination, reaching for something just out of reach up there. Change and reach up, pulling all the bits into one line. Change and reach up, pulling all the bits into one line. Change and reach up and lengthening the line. Change and reach up, lengthening the line. Change and reach up, lengthening the line that's connecting floor to fingertips. Change, reaching up one line, connecting floor to fingertips. Bring your head center, arms come down, and let's do that one again. Knees, 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 shoulder, 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 head, head, head. I picked that one up. That little exercise, I don't know, it came from some very strange workshop I went to. There wasn't much in it. The best thing was that exercise. I love it. And it's like when the dog gets out of the river, 4 feet on the ground, it's going like this, and you get that wriggle, it's shaking all the water off. That's the dog coming out of the river exercise. Okay, next exercise. All right, so now we're into the Congolese again. That was a little diversion there. Congolese is stretching straight up your center line. Now we proceed with standing up tall, head on your, resting on the spinal column, looking straight ahead. Now keep your face to the front and lift your ear. Come center. See if you can lift the ear, move the head, but don't move the neck. Keep the neck where it is. It's just the head. Lift your ear and come center. Lift your ear. And you can feel there's an interesting stretch. Even though you're just lifting your ear, there's a stretch that sort of goes down quite a long way. Lift your ear, center. Now these are isolation exercises, so it's just one part of the body at a time, but of course it's connected, so you can feel the implications of doing this. Lift your ear and come center. Lift your ear and come center. Lift your ear and come center. Lift your ear. One more each time. Lift your ear and come center. Lift your ear and come center. Now, we want to get this relaxed feeling all perpetually throughout this African dance session. So let's go, lean the head a little bit there, and then just give it a little wobble. So it's like you toss your head from side to side, but you want that little joint where the head joins on the neck. Let it be loose. Give it a little wobble. There we go. All right, moving down, Congolese. Shoulders, lift and drop. Jean-Paul Wabatime, my fabulous Congolese teacher. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lift your shoulders and drop. Lift your shoulders and drop. Lift 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 and drop, lift and drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, drop, lift, drop, drop, lift, drop, 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 drop. There we go. Okay, now the shoulders go round, go backwards, round we go, and go round, 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 and go round. Okay, let's go the other way. Up and over forwards, and go forwards, up and over forwards, and go forwards, up and over forwards, and go forwards, and go forwards. All right, one goes back, and the other one goes back, and the one goes back, and the other goes back. One goes back, and the other one goes, and the one, and the other one, and the one. Like bike pedals, joined together they are. They're both moving. Round we go. One's at the top, one's at the bottom. Okay, change direction, same thing. Forwards, forwards, both of them together. Forwards, and go forwards, and go forwards, and go forwards. Forwards, and go forwards, and go forwards. All right. Now, this is a little deviation from the Congolese. It's from a jazz class, so push your shoulder, push your shoulder, push your shoulder, push the shoulder, push the shoulder, push the shoulder, push the shoulder. Now, that same movement, but put your arms in a shallow V. Not back straight, just there. And push the shoulder. And the arm shoots out. Now try and keep your elbows straight for that best effect at this point. Stretch. And the shoulder. And the shoulder. And the shoulder. The shoulder. And the shoulder. And the shoulder. and the shoulder, and the shoulder, and the shoulder, 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 shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shout out to Gilly, hey, shimmy, 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 shimmy. There we go, beautiful. Big shout out to Jan, thank you so much for helping me. Big shout out to all the students who follow the class, and all those unknown wonderful people that look, because I see all the views, but they don't say who they are. I think it's very mysterious and lovely, and I'm so happy that you come and share this with me. Okay, so what are we up to? Right. Okay, next thing we want to do is, this is a bit of a head movement thing now. This one I love the movement, but I had to figure out how to break it down so that non-African people might be able to have a try. So this is the way I formulated it. So we've got parallel feet. I'm stand sideways so you can see better. Bend the knees. Resting down here. Now this is for safety, so we couldn't do it standing up straight. It would be too dangerous for the head. Roll your head back as far as it will go. You rest on the shoulders and then let it go. Roll it back. Let it go. I might just turn this way for a change. And roll it back, let it go. Roll 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 back, let go. Roll back, let go. All right. Now, next thing we want to do is lean from the top of your legs and let it go. And come up. Lean and roll. 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 And come up. All right, now we've got to move it on so that we can get that little movement happening. So I'm going to lean myself just a little way out there, so then I can go down a bit, up a bit, down a bit, up a bit. So it's all on the lean. It's all on the lean. Down a bit, up a bit. Down, up, 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 down, up. Then we can take it a little bit faster. Keep it loose and relaxed. And that's the head movement. I think it's so beautiful. It comes in handy every once in a while when there's a bit of dance going on and you've just got to throw this one in. It just happens. So get familiar with it. So you've got it tucked away. There we go. All right. Okay, so what are we up to next? Right, now we're going to go just for a moment. Qigong. This is from Marcel Honjo. He's the founder of the Falun Gong movement. And whoops, I said that word. We call that the Buddha school. I call it the Buddha school because probably algorithms will go berserker over in China with that term I just used. Don't forget it, but whatever. You can look it up you can Google it. The 5 simple exercises. Now this is the first one. I couldn't get any further because this one's called Unblocking the Channels, and I'm still working on unblocking the channels, and I sort of didn't think the rest of them would work that well. I tried them, but I thought, let me just focus on unblocking the channels, and that would be a good start. So it's a lovely exercise. It's about 10 different poses of Buddha. Okay, so feet turned out a little bit, bending your knees. Now you've got to put one hand on top of the other, fingers covering the spaces in between there, thumbs come together. This is a JN. I know a smattering of Chinese terminology, not much. But anyway, respect. Here we go. Now it's all about a stretch. Now there's the first position. And I don't know, you probably can't see my hands, but they're like that, up here. And with the middle finger lifted, people, the middle finger lifted for the lotus palm. So there's a shape. Now, push up into it. Push up into the hands, up through the head, down to the feet for 3 seconds. Push into it, stretch. And let go suddenly, like that. Now this is the position that comes in between each one of them from now on. Okay, so now one palm's facing up, one palm's facing down, and you see there's a diagonal through my upper arms actually. Okay, so you're going to press into the shoulders, up with the head, down with the feet. Press into it. Let go suddenly. Other side the same. There's the shape. Now you've got to lift your middle finger for the lotus palms. There's the shape. Press into it. And let go. And the two together. This is a golden monkey splitting itself in half. So you want to pull out through the fingers this time. Up with the head, down with the feet. Press into it. And let go. And two dragons leaping into the sea. Now you want to pull down with the arms this time. Press into it. And let go. This is the female Buddha standing in the lotus blossom. Think of your fingers touching the petals. Press into it. And let go. This one is the carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. You want to feel pulling down through the arms now. Push into it. And let go. And the last one, from your shoulders, straight forward. Toppling the mountain. Arhat toppling the mountain. There's the shape. Push into it. And let go. And the last one we finish off with just a resting pose. One hand's just in front of your lower abdomen. The other hand's just a little way away from it, both neither touching. Now, see if you can just rest there for a moment. Think about standing equally on your soles of your feet, not on your heels, not on your toes, in between. And with your back straight. Just rest there. That's the resting. Now, if you want to do it the way that they do, practitioners, then you'd stay here for a couple of minutes and then you do that same thing again, go through the whole series, have another rest like that, and so the third time. You do it 3 times and rest in between, and you have a rest after the third one too. All right, now we're going to go to little dash of Tai Chi. Respect to Master Heege Robinson, who I learnt Tai Chi from all those years ago, 40 years ago. And so now we've got this Tai Chi. You've got to get the feet in the right place. So we've got this foot straight ahead, this foot is behind, out to the side, behind, and 45-degree angle. So feet in the right place, hips square to the front, and then bending the front knee. All right, now here we go. Bend the back knee, transfer your weight back onto that leg, and press forwards again and stretch the back leg. And again, stay on the same level, gliding back, take the weight, and press forwards again and stretch. And again, gliding back, take the weight, hips still square. And press forwards again and stretch. And one more time, gliding back, take the weight back there. Stay square, press forwards again. Now if you get here and your hips are round a bit, you can straighten it up there. All right, setting it up on the other side. So first of all, we've got to get the feet in the right place. Hips square to the front, bending your front knee. And here we go. Bend the back knee, transfer the weight back, carry your hips square, and stay on the same level, stretch your back leg, pressing forwards. And again, gliding back, take the weight. You can feel what's happening with the hips, the knees, the ankles. Press forwards again and stretch your back leg. gliding back, take the weight. And press forwards again and stretch. And one more, gliding back, take the weight. And gliding forward, straight forward, press the back leg straight. Beautiful. All right, setting it up on this other side, so we want the same feet. Yep. Hip square to the front, bend your front knee. That hand goes, I might just move forward a bit. I'm going to hit my arm swings we're going to do. Make sure you've got room. Okay, so feet in the right place, hip square to the front, bending your front knee. That hand goes down out of the way and your elbow's ready. Circling the elbow, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and change direction, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Now let the whole arm go. Let it swing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7. If you wobble, press in the front knee, press down in the front knee. 2, backwards, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7. Change for 4, forwards, 1 and 2 and 3. And the other way, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, even though we do the same exercises each week I sort of do mention different aspects of it. So you might not get the whole story the first time. There's a lot to these exercises, and you can't tell people all at once what they are. You just have to do it, and then we awaken to it as we go. So now, feet in the right place, hip square to the front, bending your front knee. That hand goes down. This elbow's ready to go. Forwards, 1 and 2. Big circle with the elbow. Come on, draw a big circle. 5 and 6 and 7. Backwards and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Now let the whole arm go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. Press into your front knee to keep yourself steady. Other direction and go round. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Whoa, my shoulder. Whoa. And 7. Change for 4. Forwards, 1. Oh, that's my hard working arm. 3. And the other one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right. Oh, I wanted to go backwards, but it just won't. Never mind. Just loosen up. It'll be all right. Okay, so bring your feet back to parallel. And now this is an innovation of mine in a sense. Trying to work out how we can get the chest moving. So we're going to use the arms to get it moving first. So first thing we've got to do, oh, what have I forgotten? Let them drop, float up, let them drop and lift, let them drop and lift, alternate crossing and drop and lift. One more, we only do 6. All right, so now I'm going to change the angle so it's down in front, up behind. So down in front, open behind, cross in front, open behind. Feel what's happening in the chest, it's starting to awaken. Cross in front, open back. Cross in front, open back. One more, open back. Right. Okay, next one. Change the angle of again, so it's not so low, not so high. So not so low, not so high. Cross in front, open back. Feel what's happening with the chest. Cross in front, open back. Cross in front, open back. Cross in front, open back. So my chest folding in there and opening up there. All right, now we're ready to do it right on shoulder level. Shoulder level. Fling across, fling open. Fling across, fling open. Fling across, fling open. Alternate your arms. Fling across and open. One more and open. All right. Okay. Now, into the Congolese again. We got to press the chest forward, fold in. Press the chest, fold in. And a 1 and a 2, and a 3. Start again. Now, the movement starting from the body moving outwards. That's African style. Press forward, fold in. Press forward, fold in. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Fold in. Press 1, fold in. Press 2, fold in. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Okay, with the music, that one. Now, sorry, I just have to take a moment to get this organised. Turn it on. Open it up. Now this music, it's from a lady from the east coast of Australia. Her name is Kirsten Mackenzie, and she made this CD, and I know that Valanga from South Africa was working with her. He's a wonderful singing teacher, and so I think it's a collaboration. I'm not sure we could pick out whose voice is whose, but I know that basically the whole album is it's from the workshops that they did, and I think it's wonderful. I heard it on the ABC one morning, and I said, oh, that's Valanga's voice. So I looked into it and I sent away. I don't know how you'd ever get one of these. I think it's like a privately released sort of thing. Anyway, it's a wonderful song, and it's called Butcherbird. Now, Butcherbird's Australian bird, and I only found out the other day, our magpies are a type of butcherbird in the family of butcherbird. Thank you, ABC, for telling us all about what bird is that, whatever. Okay, so let me get this going. Track 4. Press forward, fold in. Press forward, fold in. 1 and 2 and 3. Again. 1, fold in. 2, fold in. 1 and 2 and 3. Again. 1, fold in. 2, fold in. Go. Now keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. The chest, the chest, the chest. Fold in. Press, fold in. Press. Add in your feet. One step to chest. One step to chest. All right, isn't that a gorgeous piece of music? Oh my goodness. Butcherbirds are famous for their beautiful songs, and magpies, they're all beautiful singers, so that's what that one's all about. All right, now let's see what our pattern's going to be. Okay, well we've practiced half of it. So we've got step forward, one step, two chest, one step and chest, one step and chest, and chest and the chest, and chest. All right, so that's part of it. It's very simple. We're doing very simple today. Sideways and together, sideways and together, coming back, sideways and together, sideways and together. Let's do some of those, and I'll stop the music. I wanted to just let that music play right through one time so you can hear how gorgeous it is. Sorry. Sideways. One together, two together. Okay, so now we're going to add it together, and it's sort of like, I tell them it's sort of like knitting patterns, you know, or arithmetic. No, knitting patterns, let's go with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go side, together, just once, we won't come back, and then with that foot, forwards, turn, turn, do, 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 do. I did. Sideways, together. So we go the other way, and forwards, turn, turn, and forwards, turn, turn, and sideways, together, and sideways, together, and forward, turn, turn. Okay, I'll do left and right for you so we know what we're doing. So I'm going to step out to the right with my right foot. Right foot, right foot. Now a left foot forward. Right foot forward. Now step out to the left. Turn up, bum, the left. Forward with the right. Right foot. Turn up, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da, ba-da. You see, it makes it easy because then your foot's ready to go. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Forward one. And the forward. And the side. Together. And the side. Forward with the left. Well, whichever you're up to, doesn't matter. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Forward. You got that? All right, let's do that with the music. Let me start again. Keep the chest going. All about the chest. Oh, there we go. All right, wonderful. Okay, next what we're up to is get the chairs out, people. Get the chairs out. Okay, and we want perching on the edge of the seat, right? So, come along, let's do it. Perching on the edge of the seat. Okay, and you've got to get your feet in the right place. So, feet are parallel and the feet are underneath your knees. Not out, not in, under your knees. You've got a right angle there. Perching on the edge of the seat. Okay, now holding on to the chair for a moment. Let's show me that. Press forward, reach back. Press forward, don't drop, reach back. Press forward, reach back. Press forward, reach back. Come back to your center. Now if we were young and strong, we'd be doing this one standing up. We once did, but we need to sit down because we just passed that age limit. So slide across, come back center, slide across, come back center, slide across. Now you want to keep your shoulders level, move the whole rib cage across, take straight to the other side, straight to the other side, slide across. Hold your legs steady, don't let them wobble around. Just have to press a little bit into the floor with your feet, I think. Slide across. Slide across, slide across. Now there's a bit of lifting the ear. I'm noticing, I'm not doing it, but I'm noticing. See how everything's connected? That's the deep science of the Congo. How the body is all connected. All right, now we're going to go side, front, side, to the back without dropping, and then swirl around, make a circle round there. Make a circle with your rib cage. Round we go. Round we go. Think of the circle you're making as horizontal, flat, like a plate. Round we go. Hold your legs, use your legs to hold you steady. So it's still in isolation. Still in isolation. Go the other way. It's about the rib cage. Round we go. And go round. And go round. Professional dancers, it's so good. Isolation exercises are very important because then when you add all the bits, you know you've got it right from the very basics, beginnings. Go round and go round. All right, good enough. Now, moving down to the hips. Sit bone. Press on the 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 sit bone. And again, there's a bit of the ear lift thing comes in here too. You don't actually need to do it. But if you're really doing it, your head is just resting in front, you'll see it starts to happen naturally, being the key word, naturally. Sit bone, press down, press down, press down. Okay, now we've got the sit bones established, right? Now we're going to make a circle passing through the sit bones. Ha! Now all of a sudden I've got to curve my lower back. To make that circle, I've got to curve my lower back there, and it curves the opposite way there. So it's curving here and it's arching around at the front there. Curving. Go the other direction. And gently, because we're just waking up that lower back, it might be a bit stiff. Go gently, and slowly it will warm up. You'll get your flexibility happening. Round we go, and go round. And go round. Now notice, what is your head doing a circle too? Now we're not in isolation land anymore. Everything's connected, and my chest is counterbalancing, but I'm focusing on my hips. Round. Okay, let's go the other way. Round we go. Now when you get to the front, next time you go around, stop at the front. Stop at the front. Stop. And go back. Straight back. Straight forwards. Straight back. Don't drop. Arch, reach, curve, stretch. arch forward, curve back. Think if you could visualize what's happening with your spine. It's arching and then it's curving, and it's arching and it's curving. Now if you're upright, when you arch, your shoulders should be over your hips. And then when you curve, your shoulders are still over your hips. And arch and curve and arch, stretch back. Don't ever drop. Stretch back and arch, reach back and arch, reach back and arch, reach back. All right, now we've got 4 points of that circle. So let's go round. Make a circle passing through. Sit bone arch, sit bone curve, sit bone arch, sit bone curve. Round we go. Very gently warming up the lower back. And all the rest we've warmed up above. We're ready for, now all the bits above are all joining in and doing their thing. Change direction. Curve and arch around. Round we go. Keep your circle nice and lifted. And go round. Hold the legs steady with pressing into the floor with your feet. And go round. Don't let your knees wobble. Go round. And go round. Okay. All right. Okay, so now let's do arch. And we're going to lift the arms up. Arch. And then curve as you bring them down. And arch as you bring them up. And curve as you bring them down. When you do your arms, you feel that fling and it helps to open and come down and arch up and curve down and arch up and curve down and arch up. And is your lower back working? And arch and curve and arch and curve and arch and curve. Now we change it, so we go arch, curve, and when we get to the bottom we arch again. And curve and arch, 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 curve and arch. Okay, good. Now, standing up, get your chair adjusted so that you can stand. Use the chair for a little bit of support. Okay, so now I've got my feet parallel. And I'll let go of the chair for a moment so I know that I'm standing on my two feet and I'm standing up straight. But I've just got that for support. Now, press into the balls of your toes. Press and come down. And press and come down. And press and come down. And press and come down, 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 and press. Now, the knee circles. 2, 3, 4, and the other way. Now, this is from the Buto, Japanese Buto theatre exercises. Change direction round. And 2, I think it's a traditional Japanese fitness exercise. And the other way. And 2, and 3, and 4. I saw that video of those elderly Japanese people, and they were all standing in a circle. I'm not sure, I think they might have been holding hands. And they were all doing this one. I loved it. Circling the knee. And 2, and 3, and 4. Other way round. And 2, and 3, and 4. Change direction round. And 2, and 3, and 4. Change round. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, now we want, give it a floppy shake like you're trying to shake something off. Floppy foot, and the ankle, and the knee. Feel the whole leg. Feel heavy, relaxed, and floppy. Try the other one. You want to feel the weight of it when it's relaxed. So starting with your foot, and the ankle, and the knee, and the thigh. Floppy leg, give it a shake, like you're flicking off something. Now, water. With the wrist, flicking water. And the other one, flicking water. 2 together, flicking water. And the whole arms, come on, the elbows, shoulders. And the whole body. Come on, have a really good shake, 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 and the feet, and ragdoll, because we're going to do reggae in a while, and that's the raggedy, reggae, you've got to be relaxed. But all the African steps you have to be very relaxed for, so you've got to get the idea of use your head, let your head be floppy too, don't just sit on the outside watching, let the head be part of it, floppy, 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 shake, shake, shake. Okay. Now, bring your feet back together. We're going to do a big stretch now while we're here. Feet together. Push away from the floor. Big stretch up, stretching up, stretching up. One big stretch up, shooting energy up through the top of your head. Stretching up, stretching up, stretching, stretch, 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 stretch. Stretching, activate the pelvic floor on the way up. Stretching up, stretching up, stretching up. Keep stretching, stretching, stretching. And now lowering your heels. Keep your back straight. And then once the heels touch, continue going down with your straight back until you get to the point where you can't go further, and then have a bounce there. A bounce, 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 bounce. All right, good. Let's bring the feet parallel, and we'll do the same thing again. So push away from the floor. Big stretch up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Activate the pelvic floor on the way up. Big stretch, shooting energy up through the top of your head, stretching up, big stretch, pushing from the floor, one line all the way up, stretch, 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 stretch. And now lowering your heels. And down we go, starting to bend your knees. And go down until you can't stop there, until you can stop, until you do stop. And then push yourself a little bit further. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay. All right, now, this is where, you can have a little rest for a moment. This is where we want to start with the knees bent, start to take your hips in a circle. Around we go, and go round, and go round, and go round, and go round. Go the other way, and go round, and go round, and go round, and go round, and go round. Again. See if you can bend your knees a tiny bit more. You'll feel the thigh muscles are working out. Go the other way again, round. All right, now this time change so that you're going to let your heels come off when you do your hip circles. The heels come off, especially when you're going with the hips curving to the front. That's when. Then you get that feeling of detached from the ground and you're more suspended, is the feeling. And change direction and go round, and go round. Arching and curving, round we go, and round we go, and round we go, and round we go. Okay, all right, so now we do our knock-knocks, which is more of a dynamic. So this is from a jazz class, this one. Hip, 2, 3, come center, knock, 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 come center, knock, 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 come center, knock, 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 just one knock, knock, come center, knock, come center, knock, come center, knock, come center. You feel how you use the muscles differently when you do that sharper movement as opposed to the round and round one. Okay, what are we up to? Okay, just want to make sure you know how to do that. And release, and that, and release. So, sharply for now, because that's what's coming in the step. Curve under, and let go. Curve under, and let go. Curve under. Well, when I let go, I'm not really arching a whole lot, but I'm releasing. Curve under. But to make the big, nice, big oomph, you sort of need to reach back there a bit. Oomph. Okay, curve. And curve. All right, remember that. Okay, now what we're going to do is very simple. Walking. Right foot, left foot, right, curve. Right, left foot, left, curve. So I'm not putting a big emphasis on arch, but it's there because it's the preparation for that. So 1, 2, preparation, curve. 1, 2, preparation, curve. 1, 2, preparation. Now, my weight's on my front foot and this one is on the toe. Curve. 1, 2, 3 and curve. 1 and 2, 3 and curve. 1 and 2, 3 and curve. 1, 2, 3 and curve. 1, 2, 3 and curve. 1, 2, 3 and curve. Now we can on the curve, or we can on the curve, or we can on the curve. Whatever you feel like. Let's try that with the music. Now I've got to change it. So okay, now this is called Kalanej, and it's by a Malian musician, Issa Bagayogo, and it's just the most fabulous music. Won't be able to sit still. Let's have a little listen. Track 8.